Jai Guruji. So I got umpteen experiences of my traveling to Guruji from wherever, whenever, however it happened. And all the time it was just in my mind and our mind that we just want to spend more and more time with Guruji. That was the uppermost in our hearts and minds. I was much luckier than Uncle, because Uncle was normally busy in his work. Naturally, he cannot leave his work and go to Guruji, unless of course there were times when Guruji himself would say, "Tu aaja, is din aaja, chal tu o tarikh nu aaja." Then of course he didn't care whether he had a senior officer's visit or anything be the matter, but he would come. But of course we didn't try to upset his duty. And so from Delhi we went to Bikaner, where my husband took over the command of a brigade, which also is another fabulous story, a fabulous satsang, how Guruji sent us to Bikaner. That I shall come to later. And now that we were in Bikaner, having come from Delhi, that urge was that I'm missing all the daily visits to Guruji. And by daily, I mean daily, which I'm not going to describe here about what Guruji had given the seva of the Bade Mandir, and in the evening to then go to Empire Estate. And without fail, we did that. I have Guruji to thank for that I could do it. And almost the whole of the week it went on like this, unless there's a very a great reason for having not to do it on that day. Now coming to Bikaner, just soonest after we had settled up in Bikaner, I wanted to make up for the time, and if anybody believes it or not, almost, I will say almost every weekend I was going to Delhi to be with Guruji. Who can explain this for somebody so social, somebody married in the army, somebody involved in so many more things of the world, but this overtook everything? Who can explain it? I don't think anybody can. There's just no explanation. I can only thank Guruji for allowing me those moments. Now it had become such a routine that everybody in the brigade used to wonder, God knows, like what urgent work is there in Delhi of Madam, that every weekend she's running to Delhi. People used to wonder. The units, the COs, their wives, they used to wonder why she is rushing to Delhi. Amazing that was. I had no explanation to give to anybody. So much so that while in any station you do invite your senior. My husband was brigade commander, senior is the GOC, and you would normally invite him over for a special dinner along with many COs, the COs under the brigade and their wives. That's a normal done thing in the army. Now our GOC, we had yet not invited over to our house after we had settled up in that house. Whatever date we would give to him for inviting him, checking up with the secretary, the PA, we would give it for middle of the week. It's unheard of. In the army, it's unheard of. You normally organize in the weekend, Friday, Saturday or Sunday. Nobody dares to call the GOC on a weekday. But I thought, if I call them in the weekend, I said, my going to Delhi won't be possible, and that I don't want. And we would send, and they would say, sorry, this date not okay. And the invite would come back to us. Anybody, any donkey can understand. Okay, of course, now you better try not to give him a date in the week. Any donkey can understand that. But we just pretended, we just ignored it. It's highly cheeky of us, I would say. A brigadier to a general, you're not trying to understand. But I couldn't be bothered, and my husband too. So time went by, and it was almost 5-6 months we have been in the station, but we have not called over. Well, a little bit we started having just a little something troubling us, that I think he's going to be really, really angry. We are always sending some funny dates which nobody accepts. And so we sent him some other date which I knew I will, in any case, I cannot, nothing was working out. Anyways, now comes my going to Bikaner. First question was about now how to go, since my husband is not free, and if I go from Bikaner, I got to go and stay there, of course, for a day, or maybe I would prefer 2 nights. My parents are there in Def Call, that's not a problem, I can stay, but I need those 2 days plus. Saturday is not off for my husband. Okay. Now, the first time I went, I said, after settling, I said, God, I've got to go. I told my husband, I've got to go now. In that week, when I told him, he tried for the ticket, didn't get it. No reservation since I'm too late in booking. Well, I said, I've got to go, now what? Well, my husband tried everything, but no. The army quota, not there. Regular quota, not there. I said, oh, I'm going to go in the general class and get in anyhow. It's unheard of. Such things happening with a brigadier's wife in the army. We got our own honor and prestige to look up to, and what are people going to say? Where am I traveling in such a shabby manner? People would say, but I could not be bothered about people's opinions. I just moved away from all that. So one weekend I said, no, I have to go. So my husband said, okay, we'll try it at the station itself. And he told his JCO, who is the Adam JCO, who helps you out for all the admin problems and workings. He would help out. And so the Adam JCO was given the instruction that do what you like, and madam has to go today to Delhi. So went to the station, and my husband said, well, he says, okay, he's done the arrangement. So we said, good, great. I got into a second class, unheard of. Luckily not a general class, but a second class, but not the better, whatever that seats are called. However, got in, they pushed me in, okay, look after yourself, okay. So the chap was in the train who showed me the way, this is your seat, madam. So I got the seat. Well, I travelled comfortably and reached Delhi. So on getting down, while getting down, there was this one NCO traveling in the train, and he was to look after me. And as we got out, he asked, I hope it was comfortable. I said, yes, it was okay. So बड़ी मुश्किल से ये सीट मिला मैडम. I said, अच्छा, वो कैसे? So he says, there was somebody else to travel. So being a commander's wife, the brigadier's wife, they had to just about do it. So somebody else traveling on that day, they made him cancel his whatever he had to go to, and just told him, madam has to go at any cost, so you've got to then give up your seat for madam. I mean, these are the ways I have traveled. Now comes, while in Bikaner, there was, we had those vehicles at our disposal, one for the brigadier, one for the brigadier's wife, at your disposal whenever you need it. So the vehicle that I had, the gypsy, for my use, and many days passed. The driver was good. I was quite comfortable with his driving, everything good. One day, while getting into the car, and he dared. Actually, it is a dare for a driver to be looking back and talking to the commander's wife, to be having that much guts to talk something, you know. And what did he say? In the vehicle, the moment we would get any vehicle, any place, first thing we would put Guruji's pic in that vehicle in front, near the driver's seat in front, near the mirror. So of course we did that with this vehicle also. And this chap, he dared to ask me, he says, madam, aap in Guruji mein believe karte ho? Mante ho? I said, yes, bhaiya. Any other question would have been absolute impunity, but question regarding Guruji. I said, हाँ भैया. आपको कैसे पता है? He says, मैं भी इनको मानता हूँ. Oh my God. ऐसे तुम गुरुजी को मिले हुए हो? हाँ मैडम, मैं भी मिला हुआ हूँ. ऐसे कहाँ, कब? He says, वो ब्रिगेडियर सो एंड सो थे, एक रविकांत थे, मैं उनका ड्राइवर था, वो गए थे गुरुजी के पास, मैं उनके साथ था. तो फिर गुरुजी ने मेरे को बुलाया था, मेरे को फिर दर्शन गुरुजी ने दिए. और तब से लेके मैं जब उनके दर्शन लिए, तब से लेके मैं सिर्फ इन गुरु में मानता हूँ और किसी में नहीं, और किसी भगवान में नहीं, सिर्फ गुरुजी में. Oh my God, I said, wow. I said, that was excellent news for me. I've got a driver who believes in Guruji. Now he's become all the more special for me. I said, भैया ये तो बहुत ही अच्छी बात है, आप बहुत ठीक कर रहे हो. अब तो now he's become very special for me now, the driver. मैंने कहा आप अब फिर कब मिलते हो? आप कब मिले हो लास्ट गुरुजी को? कहता है उस दिन के बाद मैं आज तक मिला ही नहीं. उस दिन के बाद मैं मानता इनको हूँ, मैं तो मिला ही नहीं कभी. ऐसे तुम मिले ही नहीं? क्यों नहीं मिले? कहाँ हैं गुरुजी? मेरे को तो नहीं पता. ऐसे तुमको क्या लग रहा है भैया, जो मैं ट्रेन में जाती हूँ, कैसे जाती हूँ, वीकेंड में जाती हूँ गुरुजी को मिलने. अच्छा, ही सेज तभी करके ओ भैया ने आपके लिए सीट दी थी. ओके, दे ऑल कम टू नो, द बस वर्ड गोज अराउंड. इनको भैया मैं तो गुरुजी को मिलने गई थी तब. कहते हैं बाकी तो सब यही बोल रहे थे, पता नहीं क्या स्पेशल कोई प्रॉब्लम घर में है जिसके लिए कमांडर वाइफ इस तरीके से जा रही हैं, कभी तो सुना नहीं ऐसे जाते हुए. इनका भैया मैं तो गुरुजी के पास जाना था मेरे को, तब मैं गई थी. कहते मैडम मेरे को भी ले जाओ. मैंने कहा ऑफ कोर्स तुम भी जाओगे, अब तो गुरुजी के पास मेरे साथ जाओगे. अब इमेजिन ये करो, ये गुरुजी की, ये है गुरुजी की देन. उसके बाद नो लुकिंग बैक, जस्ट नो लुकिंग बैक. हम अपनी प्राइवेट कार दिल्ली से जो पड़ी थी उधर, बिकॉज आई डिडंट रिक्वायर इट इन बीकानेर, हम अपनी प्राइवेट कार ले आके और बीकानेर में हमने रखी. अब मेरे को कोई सीट नहीं बुक करनी, मेरे को कुछ नहीं करना. इवन बस में आई हैड स्टार्टेड ट्रैवलिंग, एंड बस में भी मैंने जाना शुरू कर दिया, क्योंकि आई नो कि सीट मुश्किल से मिलती है, तो बस में तो उसी दिन ले लो एंड यू कैन गो. सो आई स्टार्टेड ट्रैवलिंग इन द बस टू बीकानेर. एंड नाउ आई सेड माय, and so the car was in Bikaner. I said भैया अब तो बन गया तुम्हारा और मेरा दोनों का. वीकेंड आना, मैंने कहा चल भैया चलो दिल्ली चलते हैं. He is happy, I'm happy, the car at my disposal, and we go to Guruji with him as my driver. Can you imagine how Guruji sorts out? What words can describe such incidents, such happenings in your life? Is there any explanation? I don't think so. None at all. Jai Guruji.